Good.
All right. Welcome to another episode of Double B, where we talk to influencers, entrepreneurs, CEOs, musicians, and anyone else who is self-employed or trying to be self-employed. This is Brad and Kevin coming at you with another episode. Today we're talking to another individual who is in another space that we haven't spoken to anybody in before. This gentleman is TikTok famous, as you want to call it. He's got a couple brand. Well, he's got a brand that he's trying to get started. A nice hashtag, and he's known for having the best smile on the internet. So, without any other rambling, this is Scott Berends, and we are very excited to talk to you today. He's in the influencer industry, more or less. So, anyway, thank you for hopping on. We appreciate you giving us the time.
Thank you for having me on. I appreciate it.
So I want to just dive right into it. I found you on TikTok, to be honest, and you kept popping up and kept popping up and kept popping up. And so I was like, hey, we should talk to this guy. But it's kind of a funny story how we fell into TikTok, because we were all elk hunting, and my buddy, one of our friends, was like, hey, what's this all about? And I was like, hey, I have it, but I've never really opened it. So we started flipping through, and some of the stuff was actually really funny. And now Brad went and downloaded it, and he's sending me stuff all the time, and my wife's addicted to it now. So it's been an interesting new, I guess, platform. So what got you started in wanting to do videos on there, man?
Okay, this is funny. It was about less than 3 months ago. My son, he's on TikTok. He bet me I could not get 10 followers within 1 week. I did 3 videos in one day and had 1,400 people. So I could go live my first day. And it's been going like that ever since. I'm at over 71,000 fans in less than 3 months. So whatever I'm doing right, I would think.
Yeah, showed your son right.
You can't do it. Bet.
Yeah, he is extremely jealous.
That's awesome. So, where can people find you, and what's your handles on all of your social media platforms and stuff like that? I also want to talk about your shirts, where people can find those, buy them, stuff like that. So kind of just promote yourself, man.
You can always find me Scott Berends. That's I never use a fake name. All my social media, it's Scott Berends, or on Instagram, it's Berends Scott. That's the only it's always my name. You can find me anywhere. I'm on pretty much everything now. So Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, TikTok, Zoom, all sorts of stuff. So I'm everywhere technically.
That's good.
The shirt thing, that was like a spur of the moment type of thing. Somebody mentioned to me that my face would look good on a shirt, so I ended up having a friend. She did it for me, and I love it. So they're for sale, definitely. $25 includes shipping and all that stuff. But it's like, if you go on my TikTok, you'll see it, or like my Instagram or my Facebook.
That's awesome.
So
it's a start. It's kind of a dream.
So just to clarify, Berends is spelled Berends.
Yeah.
And the new shirt is actually really cool. It's got your face on the back. I'm just going to show it really quick on my phone, because I don't have the shirt yet, but I ordered it. But what's the PayPal link and stuff like that where people can order that?
It would be PayPal me, Scott Berends. Or like however they have it, PayPal me /
Yeah.
Yeah, all that, however that is. So that's how they would do it. As soon as they throw the money in there, I get the shirts ready. Like yours is getting ready now, so that shouldn't be much longer at all.
Awesome.
Nice.
Yeah, and that brings up another point. Is that I like to support people that I know or that are friends that we associate with. I think a lot of people expect to get free stuff because they know somebody. You know what I mean? And like we've talked to, I think everybody we've talked to until today has had a book out or some sort of something. And so I'm like, I got everything in my cart ready to roll. I just need to like go through and hit the button so that I could support my tribe, I guess, you know?
That's it. That's a good idea. I mean, like I haven't written a book or nothing like that, so I wouldn't even know where to begin, to be honest.
Oh, if you wanted to, I know a guy. But on another note, so what do you think? So you got really big in the TikTok world, for example, really quickly.
Yeah.
What do you think attributed
Yes.
to that? What do you think was like the number one thing that like pushed you?
Well, my fans, like, I can't disappoint the kids. So, it's very important that I always keep in contact with them. And keep in mind, I have over 70,000 people I literally keep in contact with. Most of them I know by name. So it's not like I'm not one of those TikTokers that ignore everybody. I'm almost at my limit. You can only have 10,000 people that you follow. So I'm almost at my limit for that. Um, like it's just blown up. It has blown up. And all I'm doing is being myself. I'm making goofy videos that I don't even see what I have no idea what people see, to be honest.
So I want to bring up a point on that. And obviously I'm tattooed as well. So do you think it has anything to do with your amount of facial tattoos plus your personality? I mean, you seem really genuine. You want to be positive and stuff like that. And the tattoo world is definitely changing, but there used to be a stigma forever that if anyone's got tattoos, they're a criminal, you know?
Oh yeah,
Do you think it's
I
anything
get that
like
all
that
the
that
time.
changes that or polarizes that stereotype?
My face tattoo is a family memorial I did not want to hide, so I chose my face. That's it. Like it has nothing to do with jail, nothing to do with prison. I didn't get it there, didn't nothing. I get asked that question constantly.
I love it.
Yeah, that was one thing me and Kevin talked about. It's like, what was the reason behind the big face tattoo? Like, because some people are something, some people are another reason. So it's kind of cool to know that it's a memorial to something you care about instead of just random stuff.
Yeah, it's very important to me, so I chose the most visible spot possible.
That's awesome.
That is awesome.
That's probably the coolest answer that I've ever heard.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
Because like
Yeah,
people will ask me like I've got a ship all the way down like the front of my leg. What's that mean? I wanted it. I got it. So
yeah. Or a lot of people ask me, why do you have so many tattoos? Obvious answer, even a child would know, because I like tattoos. Just
yeah.
Yeah.
like I get that question so much. Or did it hurt? No, I've sat there for 9 straight hours getting my face tattooed. It doesn't hurt at all.
You know, I actually on that it kind of brought up a total sidebar thought, but I got asked one time. Somebody said, "I want to get this tattoo, but where should I get it that won't hurt?" And I was like, if you're going to get something that you want, you're going to get it where you want, and you don't earn it unless you just sit through it. You know?
Yeah.
Like I've got some that really
Yeah.
didn't hurt on my body, and I've got some that I wanted to kill my artist for.
Oh my gosh. Like the one you got on your forearm that I accidentally hit, like within a couple of days you got it.
Yeah, down here, like on this one, this is a memorial. I've got another memorial here somewhere in there.
Oh, wow.
He actually passed away 10 years ago today, so that's kind of
Oh.
cool to bring up. But yeah, I mean, like there's some spots that suck, but
Yeah, I haven't had that issue. I fall asleep when I'm getting my face done. Anytime, any chance I have to get ink done, I'm jumping on it. It doesn't
yeah,
matter what it is. I don't care. I'm jumping on it.
that's kind of how it is, though. Like I've always, how do I phrase this and keep it PC? I've always said that your first time is your hardest because you spend so much time planning and all this stuff, right? And you're like, is it going to be perfect and this and that? And then you search out your artist. After you do the first one, you're like, sweet, let's go for it. You know, like it's awesome.
I'm up to 158 tattoos right now.
Nice.
Nice.
And I'm not even close to being done.
I can't even count that high, so that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard to keep track sometimes.
So you mentioned that you work with a bunch of kids and stuff like that. Is that something that you're at liberty to speak on?
Not exactly. Just due to the sensitivity.
Right.
But yeah, I've been doing that for quite a few years now. That's why I try to do the role model thing. You know, the kids, they all know all the kids have my Snapchat. They can contact me on Instagram, my Facebook. If they're having really bad times, they can FaceTime me. It doesn't matter, you know, and that goes for anybody, adults too. I don't turn people away or anything like that. You know, I'm there for people. It like I'm still in shock of this whole thing. Like I've never thought it would get this big this quick.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't even think it was going to get big. I'm 44-year-old man doing TikToks. TikTok is for teenagers, and I'm killing it better than most teenagers are.
Well, I think you're doing something a little bit different too than they are, and that could be a big attributing factor as well.
Well, you know, plus keeping in contact with people helps. When you respond to people, they know you care. If you just ignore it, and I see a lot of those high TikTokers, they will ignore their fans, and that it's disgusting. It just, you can't do that to people. I answer thousands of comments, messages, duets every single day.
Well, and I think one other thing is that it's almost a general thing that we found so far doing this podcast is if you do it for you, it's never going to work. But if you do it to benefit somebody else, it seems it spreads like wildfire.
It really does. Like my sign language, I do a lot of sign language videos and stuff like that. I learn it real quick, you know, just to do it. Those are very popular. There's some videos that I do that are just insanely popular.
Yeah.
And it's good stuff. It's good stuff. Like, I'll give kids messages. I have it through my profile where I'm giving kids messages. That's my goal, is I want the children, they're our future. If we don't teach them right now, the whole world is going to go to hell. So if I
Oh,
can do whatever I possibly can, then I'm going to do that.
Yeah, I agree. And to add to that, I've seen a lot of stuff that they're like, oh, someone famous follows me, and then they have your picture up, right, or your profile or whatever, and then you came out with one and you were like, I'm not famous, don't do that. Like, you're the
Yeah.
easily the most humble dude I've ever seen or talked to be honest.
There's no way I am famous. I'm not famous for nothing. I'm known. That was the thing I did. I did a known TikTokers
Yeah,
follow me. And
that was
then, that's the one I prefer. I'm not famous. I can't stand that. This is TikTok. This is for fun. I'm not sitting here getting rich.
yeah,
I'm not even making money doing this. I'm making smiles, which is way better.
yeah. And we Brad and I are working with a guy right now that is really pretty high up there in the entrepreneur world and helping us kind of move ourselves to the next level. But the other day he said, this person that you want to talk to that you feel like is out of reach is not famous. And I was like, what do you mean he's not famous? He's got like X amount of followers and this and that. And he goes, Post Malone is famous. You say that word and everybody knows who you're talking about, right? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, okay, so that's famous. This guy's well known. And I was like, oh, that makes sense. And then I saw your video. I was like, this guy's he's got it figured out.
Yeah, it's just I can't stand it when they do that. I don't like that video. I don't like that audio clip whatsoever at all. Because I'm not famous. Maybe one day, hopefully one day. I mean, the way things are going, they're going pretty damn good. So maybe one day. But for right now, I'm just known. I'm known for making people smile. I'm known for my hat and my smile. That's it.
yeah. Kevin, last week, maybe 2 weeks ago, he sent me your TikTok of you accepting and sending you accepting the podcast, and I'm like, yeah, we're Facebook famous now. And he goes, well, and then I saw the video. I'm like, yeah, now we're even TikTok famous.
Yeah, okay. Well, I do brag every once in a while when somebody's mentioned with me in TikTok, their numbers go up quite a bit.
Yeah.
Like I'm known. I'm very well known.
I'm surprised too because I didn't lock this recording, and since you posted like all the details in there, I thought for sure somebody was going to hop in and be like, "I got to talk to Scott."
Yeah.
I'm surprised.
I'm surprised nobody's just like popped on. It's kind of funny.
I was when I saw that like today, and I'm like, is that going to happen? Are we going to have to deal with this somehow?
if it was TikTok or Instagram, the comments would be full.
Yeah, we do run promos on Instagram and Facebook, but we've dabbled in TikTok and we've talked to a couple really high end social media experts about doing it, and they gave us a really good direction, but I'm not smart enough to figure that TikTok stuff out. I can't even video edit. He does all of it.
Hey. YouTube and Google are my friend when I'm editing, okay? Because I'll do something, go, oh God, what'd I do?
When editing, that's the fun part about it. It gets so easy. Like it took no time. I can do transitions like perfect, and I mean I've gotten it down real good. But I have 3,300 and whatever videos, so that's a lot in 2.5 months.
Yeah, that's a ton.
So now we know
There's been a few days
TikTok videos for us.
Yeah.
Hey,
We're gonna
I'll do
work
it.
out
All
a
your guys.
commission deal. We'll work out a commission. You can do all the editing stuff, and we'll just send you raw footage.
There you go.
I love doing that stuff. It's so much fun. Like, TikTok is fun. I'm a 44-year-old grown man having fun on TikTok, and people are liking it. That's what.
I sent my wife a couple of videos, and she's like, "Oh, you're gonna start making videos?" I was like, "Heck no, I'm not making videos on there, man." And then I uploaded one. I have one video up there, and it's my kid. And I'm not gonna say what he says, but he does this hand gesture, you know, of people with their busted up trucks. And I got like 5 views on it. That's good enough.
Oh my God. It's crazy. I can post something, and within the first 30 minutes, it'll have like 2,000 views.
That's insane.
That's awesome.
It's going, I'm still in shock. Like, I don't even know how all this has happened.
Do you get a lot of people? Do you get a lot of people like me that find your name out and then go over to Facebook and start stalking you and trying to talk to you?
Well, I get thousands of people trying to talk to me, but I'm selective. Like, I'll look through somebody's everything. I'll Google somebody. Yeah. Like, I'm safe. I don't want to be a statistic, so. And you never know. People get jealous. I have people talk bad on my lives all the time just because they're jealous.
Yeah, that's what they are. And everybody that's a hater and wants to try to tear you down, they're a fan.
Yeah.
That's all it comes down to. They're a fan.
Yeah.
And a lot of people, they get mad because I can't add them. I can only add 10,000 people.
Right.
I can't go any higher. I can't force TikTok to do anything.
Right. So on that note, don't add Scott on Facebook and be creepy, because Facebook is more personal, in my opinion.
It kind of is. Yeah, it kind of is. Like, Instagram and Snapchat and TikTok's fine, but like, I have 190 some requests waiting, and most of them I'm just going to delete because I don't know them.
Right.
Like, I don't even know them from TikTok or Instagram or anything. So I just don't want any bush stalkers.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you're one of those people, don't be that person anymore, because it's not cool.
Stalkers are scary.
Yeah, I don't want none of that kind of stuff. That's not what I'm looking for in life.
Yep, absolutely. So what, you just got the shirts and stuff done. Are you planning on scaling that into other stuff and maybe like getting into other platforms besides just doing PayPal payments?
Yeah, I just started this. I barely know what I'm doing, to be honest. So I'm I'm literally winging it.
We're in the exact same boat.
It just seems to be working out a little bit. I've sold a couple shirts, of course, but I'm not sure. Like, I'm not a marketing major. I'm not the sharpest crayon in the box. So, I'm taking it kind of day by day, see how it goes, that kind of thing.
You may not be the most colorful crayon in the box, but you're still pretty colorful.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, that's one good thing is, how do I say it? A lot of people that you see either on social media or TikTok or whatever have you, they're oh, he froze. Oh, there he
Oh,
is. But a lot of people don't take the time to get to know somebody. Like they go, oh, you're famous, bye. Instead of going, oh, hey,
yeah,
what's your name? Let's talk about this, talk about that.
yeah. Or how are you doing? That's one that that always upsets me. It's like, and everybody wants a shout out, and nobody's polite. It's like I'm very polite person. I say please, I say thank you. I hold doors for people. That's the way you're supposed to be. So I expect that. But when if I'm on live and somebody's like, shout me out, I'm ignoring them.
Right.
They won't get a response whatsoever. But if there's a please in there or something like that, I have no problem at all. It's just the respect factor, and the kids have to learn now.
You have a
talking about opening doors. I get in trouble with my wife all the time because she'll open the door before I get to, and I'll pull her back through the door and close the door and open it again. She goes, "What are you doing?" "Let me respect you."
You know what's funny? On that note, my son will be 6 in 2 days, so he'll be 6 by the time he's there. But I've been trying to teach him that whole thing about opening doors and pulling chairs out for ladies, and the whole bit.
The proper way to be.
I'm trying to think of the word, but it's on my brain. Just to be a proper gentleman, and like,
yeah, be a respectable person.
Yeah. But he's mistaken it a little bit. We went to a store not too long ago, and he ran up and saw a lady opening a door for herself, and he pushed her out of the way to open it for her. But still, the fact that he's trying is like awesome.
Yeah, he tried.
He tried. He's freaking 3 feet tall. So what do you expect? But it just makes you feel good when you see stuff like that going on in the world, because that's how it should be.
And I'm the type that I'll hold the door for 25 or 30 people. Like, I'll just stand there and hold the door where it irritates my girl. So, okay, here's a funny story for you guys. We recently went to California. We were on Venice Beach. We're pulling out of Venice Beach, and there's an elderly lady in a wheelchair, somebody pushing her, and another elderly person. So, me being the person I am, I back up. Guess what I happen to back up over?
One of these ladies?
No, the spikes.
Oh, no!
Back your car up. Okay.
I knew the spikes were there, but because they were elderly and she was handicapped, I had no choice. Like, it was just automatic to back up. So I ended up blowing out 2 of the tires.
Oh, that sucks.
Out of habit. Just habit. That's the way you're supposed to be. Get out of their way. So I was stressed out very bad, but in the end, it was fine. It was funny.
Yeah, I got a buddy that he actually helps us with our website and doing all the back end stuff that we don't know what we're doing on. And he's got SMA, so he's wheelchair bound. And one time we were in Walmart, and he ran over my foot, and his wheelchair's like 300 pounds. And I started cussing him out in front of everybody there, and they all stopped. And I looked at him like, I'm sorry. And he goes, "That's awesome, dude."
Chivalry was the word I was looking for earlier.
Oh, there it is. Brain work. Chivalry.
Told you she's slow right now.
Yeah. But a lot of people, one time somebody asked me, he's like, why do you constantly help him? I'm like, because it's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
I mean, aren't we supposed to be helping our neighbors and our friends? And I mean, what happened to that?
Exactly.
It was just like an episode that we had, our last episode that came out with Michael Dolbo. He said, you know, people aren't as polite anymore as they should be, and don't act like we were designed to act, you know. Especially if you're in like a bigger city and you say hi to somebody and they're like, he said hi to me, he's gonna rob me, you know, like that's not okay.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm here in Las Vegas, so you're exactly right.
So I know you can't talk about your job and what you do because of the sensitive nature, but what pushed you towards your employment? Like what drove you to it?
Um, just growing up, I had a rough life. Like I grew up on the streets of Las Vegas. I had a, a rough life. You know, there was had to fight every day for years. So, you know, I don't want that to happen to any other kids. I want kids to take the right path. You know, they only have one chance. You take that, it's like a branch. You can have one branch go one way, it's going to end up bad. There's another branch going the other way that's going to end up good. You have at when you get to that little section right there, that intersection, you have your choice to make which direction you want to go. When I was younger, I chose the bad way. It did not pay off for me whatsoever. So for the last 25 years or so, I've been trying to be the best person I can be. You know, I'm not perfect like anybody else, but I do my best. I try to do more than my best.
So this is a really good point, or part of this this conversation. So I told you earlier that we don't script anything; everything's completely off the cuff, candid, and I wasn't
Yeah.
completely truthful. We do ask one question on every single call that we have, and
Okay.
that is this, and it's kind of a really good question. So I'm excited. I think it's a good segue. Business aside, uh, being known on social media aside, what is your personal definition of success?
Oh, you know, to not my definition of success is not to be rich, but just to be well off. Um, you can be successful in minor ways, like I'm successful in minor ways. I just I don't think it has anything to do with being rich. You know, you're successful if you make people smile, you make people happy, you're successful in that way also. That's where I take my pride. When it comes to TikTok, I am very proud. I'm proud of the comments I get. I'm proud of the people that I have that are my fans. I am proud of every single thing about it.
I like that. Don't worry about doing the wow factor because everyone we asked says the same thing. It's like, oh, that's wow, yeah, that's a good question.
Oh, I mean, it's a question. It's a question. Hey.
So just to kind of reiterate, just so it connects in my brain, is basically to influence other people to be better people, spread smiles, and not have to worry about financial stress, more or less. Does that kind of sum it up?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
I
I
like
mean,
it.
the most important parts is to make people smile. That's my goal. That's what I've been doing. That's what I'm going to keep doing. And I'm known for my smile. So it's not going to go anywhere. I'm going to keep on doing it. Keep making my stupid little videos because, you know, they're nothing spectacular. So, you know, I don't know what people see. I think it's just the aura that I put out.
Yeah.
And I'm myself. I'm just as goofy on video as I am in real life. So
Yeah, I can
I
love it.
like it. Yeah, I think there's not only, I guess, being a known or well-known person. You could be known and be known to be a dick. You know, there's a lot of people that are out there, but if you're known and you have an aura that, you know, attracts people, it's like you're a good guy, or, you know, you seem like a good guy. You're just going to have more influence over someone who just doesn't have an aura about them, you know?
exactly. And I have there I have tens of thousands of children that look up to me. So I have to be a certain way. You know, I can't go make every once in a while I do a little weird video, but majority of them are, you know, a kid can duet with. You know, I'm not picking songs that are talking about vaginas and titties and penis and all that kind of stuff. So, you know, what I do videos that a kid can duet with too.
See, and I
Well,
think
that's
that
awesome.
that is very admirable.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, I like that as well, because I mean, for me, you know, I follow people that you know, because I like to laugh and I want to be able to laugh. And a lot of those videos that I've seen recently, it's like, wow, okay, I didn't know I was back in high school. You know?
Yeah, some of them are. I don't know. I don't know. I kind of have. I have certain ones that people enjoy watching me do, so they request those a lot more than others. Like the sign language ones, I'm always getting ones for those. People love doing those, or that pit bull terrier one. So you know, there's a few. So and I don't mind doing it for them.
I think it's changed, and it changes almost weekly, because when we were, like I mentioned, on the elk hunt, and we were all looking at my phone, and I'm sitting there scrolling through, and we're laughing at like every one. I don't see any videos like those ones anymore. It all seemed to change, and then like every time I log into the app, which is like I'm not on it every day, to be honest. I'm on like maybe once a week, twice a week, but it's like every time I log on, it's like the same video from like 15,000 people doing the same thing over and over and over.
Yeah.
And then the next time it's something over here in left field that's the same thing over and over. So I don't know if they're trying to gather like analytics and push stuff to you that you have liked in the past, or what. I have no idea, but it seems to change every week. So my point was, like, is that something that you've considered to try to like stay on top of the trends or anything like that? Or are you just worrying about yourself and staying in
No
there?
way. No, I'm just gonna stay me. I don't care what nobody else does. I'm me. I'm not gonna follow any trends. I'm not worried about that. What I'm doing now is what everybody is loving. So I'm gonna continue to just do that. And I mean, if I have, there's a lot of women that have me do duets with their babies, which I love. That's my favorite. I love doing duets with babies. It's the cutest thing ever. It gets no better than that. So I have a lot of women that, you know, I'll duet their babies. So I don't see too many I actually don't see anybody else doing stuff like that. I'll do stuff like that. I'm not gonna like trend and pop and lock and bounce my ass all over the place and stuff like that. Nothing like that. But you know, I'll keep it I'll keep it with what I have been doing. That's what's been working. That's what has built my fan base up so high so quick. So as long as they're smiling, and I don't care if I look stupid in the video. I mean, that doesn't matter to me as long as everybody else is just happy.
I think that was the best answer that you could have possibly given.
Yep.
Well, thank you.
Honestly.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, I don't know. I think there's too many people that are just chasing trends, and nobody wants to be themselves and show their true colors. It almost
Mhm.
seems like sometimes it's like, why not be you?
And because most people don't think they're good enough. I get that all the time. I'm always having people ask me how to like take care of their body, how to think better, how to be more positive, all that kind of stuff. And it's basic. I mean, you either can be or you can't be. It's one of the two. There's not really a middle. I mean, you could walk around zombied, but you can either be happy or be sad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I most of the time prefer to be happy.
I think body image issues are very prevalent in the younger generation. And I think a lot of it just kind of ties back to bullying. And
Yeah.
like I myself was highly picked on in my junior high age years. I almost got expelled because, like you, I was in a fight at least once a week. That was a slow week for me. So I got suspended a lot, or in the principal's office, or detention, and all sorts of other stuff. And I ended up actually relocating and went to a different high school just so I can get away from it and start fresh and be my own person. And for me, and this is not for everybody, but for me, that was really just the beginning of the rest of my life, because I was able to create who I was and be myself again without any of the past kind of creeping up on me. But I think, and kind of my point was, I think a lot of these kids are just trying to be somebody who they're not. And in all honesty, I think if you're going to be somebody, the best person to be is yourself.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, you everybody has flaws, everybody has something wrong with them. Might as well accept them and love yourself for who you are. I mean, that's kind of what I do. I have flaws. I'm not perfect at all. I'm far from it. But I love myself at least.
I think that right there, we've kind of been asking that question about success, and I think that a lot of it for me is just that, and that would be my definition, is loving yourself and being yourself and not caring what other people think.
No, you really can't. You can't care what people think. I mean, that's just, it's not good for you. It's not healthy or nothing. And I mean, screw, if people want to be rude, screw them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have people that look at me weird all the time, but I smile at everybody. I don't, I'll go up and take a selfie with somebody if they're looking at me too weird. So, it, I I do the funny stuff. I am not gonna go out and get violent or something like that just because somebody looks at me stupid or says something stupid. Because words are words. I don't really.
Right.
I don't stress on that stuff.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with that. And I'd have to add on with Kevin's. I think growing up in the generation that we did, and especially from my father, my dad always said, what you think about you means the world. What somebody else thinks about you don't mean a damn.
It's right. That's right. Definitely. That's an excellent quote.
You haven't ever dropped that
I
one.
liked it.
I like
Yeah, that one's a good. That's like tattoo worthy.
it.
Yeah, I had to clean it up a little bit because his 8 years of Marine Corps statements isn't very PG worthy.
Oh, okay, I see.
All right, cool. Well, I don't think I have any other questions, to be honest, but I've had a really fun time talking with you.
Yeah,
Me
it's been really
too. It
good.
has
Unless
definitely
Brad
been a
has anything
pleasure.
else.
Um, I don't think I do.
I'm gonna pull a Dave Daly though, because he had us do the roar. I
Oh,
think so. And even though it's your thing, Scott, I think we should all just give a smile. You know,
I I always got one.
I love it. Cool. We appreciate you so much for giving us your time, and anything that we can do to help you out. If you even have any questions or anything like that, feel free to reach out to either one of us, and we'll do everything that we can to help you.
I
yeah.
definitely appreciate you guys. And this is my first podcast, so I really enjoyed it.